In the heart of Lagos, where glass skyscrapers touch the Harmattan skies, a new employee joined CyberSync Tech Solutions. Her name was Amora, a stunningly beautiful woman with glowing skin, enchanting green eyes, and a mysterious aura that turned heads wherever she went. But Amora wasn't ordinary. She was a snake spirit cursed to live among humans, bound by a spell to conceal her true nature. Her mission was simple: survive unnoticed among humans while finding a way to break the curse. Love was never part of her plan. Amora's first day was a whirlwind. She walked into the office wearing a sleek black dress, her braided hair flowing like a crown. The office buzzed with whispers as her colleagues speculated about her origins. Who is she? A model. One whispered, "Bet she's the boss's niece," another joked. Amora ignored the murmurs and focused on her work. She was assigned to the marketing department, where she met her team leader, Connor. Connor was the company's star performer, charismatic, intelligent, and kind. His warm smile made Amora feel something she hadn't felt in years, a spark of connection. Over the weeks, Connor and Amora grew close. He admired her sharp mind and creative ideas, while she found solace in his gentle nature. They often stayed late at the office, brainstorming campaigns and sharing personal stories. One night, as they sat on the rooftop terrace overlooking Lagos's glittering skyline, Connor asked, "You're different, Amora. Where are you really from?" Amora hesitated. Her heart raced as she fought the urge to reveal her secret. Instead, she smiled and said, "I'm just a simple girl trying to make her way in the city." Connor chuckled. "Simple? You're anything but." Amora's carefully constructed life began to crack when her emotions became harder to control. One afternoon, during a heated meeting, her eyes briefly flashed green, startling a colleague. "Did you see her eyes?" He whispered to another. Amora quickly excused herself and rushed to the restroom. Staring at her reflection, she whispered, "Not now. Please, not now." She knew the curse was reacting to her feelings for Connor. Falling in love was awakening her powers, and if she wasn't careful, her true form would be exposed. Things took a darker turn when Cynthia, a jealous colleague who had her eyes on Connor, began snooping around. She noticed Amora's strange behavior and decided to investigate. One evening, Cynthia followed Amora to a quiet park. Hidden behind a tree, she watched in horror as Amora's reflection in a puddle revealed her true form, a large serpent with shimmering green scales. Terrified but determined, Cynthia returned to the office with a plan to expose Amora. At the company's Christmas party, Cynthia saw her opportunity. As the staff danced under fairy lights, she played a slideshow on the big screen, replacing the presentation with a photo sheet taken of Amora's serpent reflection. The room fell silent. Gasps filled the air as everyone turned to Amora. "What is this?" Connor demanded, his voice laced with disbelief. Amora's heart sank. She looked at Connor, tears welling in her eyes. "I can explain," she whispered. Cynthia smirked. "She's not human. She's a snake, look at the proof." Unable to deny it any longer, Amora stepped forward. "Yes, it's true," she said, her voice trembling. "I am a snake spirit, cursed to live among humans. I never wanted to hurt anyone." The room erupted in chaos. Some screamed, others fled, but Connor remained rooted to the spot, his eyes locked on Amora. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked. "Because I was afraid," she said. "Afraid you'd see me as a monster." As security guards approached to escort her out, Connor stood in their way. "Wait," he said. "She's not a monster. She's the most brilliant, kind-hearted person I've ever met." The room grew silent as Connor turned to Amora. "I don't care what you are. I care about who you are. And I love you." Amora's tears fell freely as her scales briefly shimmered before fading away. "I love you too," she said, her voice breaking. With Connor's acceptance, Amora's curse began to weaken. She realized that true love, not secrecy, was the key to breaking it. Over time, her powers faded, allowing her to live fully as a human. Cynthia, humiliated and exposed as a manipulator, resigned from the company. Connor and Amora's relationship blossomed, becoming the office's favorite love story. On New Year's Eve, Connor proposed to Amora under a starry sky. As the fireworks lit up the city, Amora whispered, "I never thought I'd find someone who could love me for who I truly am." Connor smiled. "You're my everything, scales and all." The Hammertown winds carried their laughter into the night, marking the beginning of a love story that no curse could break.